Welcome everyone to Loudon, New Hampshire for race number 16. Tim Randolph, the pole sitter and still the points leader, is on pole. Well, said on pole. Alexander Rose starting alongside him. Here are your full qualifying results. Here is your race command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Engines fired up. We are ready to go here at New Hampshire. Field is rolling off. And I already see trouble at the 18 car. Has stalled. 41's also got issues. It's a suspension on the 18. And Austin, we saw oil leak, a fuel leak. Alright, well, he's still rolling, but he might just come around pit road. So we already mentioned Tim Randolph is still the points leader by 132 points entering this race. Colin Cropley is back up to second. Calvin is back down to third. Eric Monaco has gained 2 spots. He's up to fourth. Toby Miller still in fifth. Bouchard, King, Rowe, Rain Dancer, and Stone, your current top 10. As we're getting ready to go green here at New Hampshire, the Magic Mile. Here we go. This car's off. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway. Yep, there goes a 41. He's on pit road. Down to turn 1 they go, side by side. The one way up top. Can't make it stick. Pretty wide here, maybe. The one on the bottom, the 88 in the middle. Still there. Nope, contact. Oh, and they're going to go on the wall. Hard on the wall for the 31. Now bring up the yellow, the 88, trying to dangerously merge down low, and he's going to wreck again and take a few others with him. Alright, yellow is out. Tim Randolph leading. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, that didn't quite work out. They did 3 wide into turn 1, or turn 3, here in New Hampshire. It's hard to hold the bottom. So let's see from the helicopter view. So Tobin McCoy, he's in the groove, but he slides up a bit into the 88, into the wall, and he goes straight into the outside wall head on. And up, his day is already done. They're starting near the front. Pocono winner, Tobin McCoy. Let's go aboard here with the 31 car. Yeah, he was second for a brief moment. Just a bit too aggressive. Light was still green too. If it weren't for the 88, I think, well, the 31 did come to a stop, and that probably triggered a yellow. And then the 88 car of Anderson, I don't know what he was doing, but he was trying to dip down to pit road, it looks like. Yeah, that wasn't going to work at all. So you can see, yeah, he just turns to the left, tries to get down low, almost got the 2 car, hits the 8 car. And it gets pushed right back up into traffic, and you can see the scramble. There's a 24. He gets into the inside wall. The 11 and the 26 and the 19 all wrecked. The 36 says thank you very much. Probably picked up like 15 spots with that. Minor damage there. So no issue there, but I don't know what the hell the 88 was doing, trying to drop down the pit road like that in front of the whole field. Ends up causing an unnecessary wreck. Alright, first caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, getting ready to go green here. So the 18 car has not started the race. Will finish last. The 41 gave the wave around, but he appears to be stuck. Yep, he's in the 9 car here. Alright, we're going to go green here. Green flag, back underway. Clean restart up front. 9 and 10. First and second at the moment. Here's the 48. Oh, sends it really hard down to the turn 3 to clear the 38 car. It slides up out of the groove. He might get it back. Or maybe not. Big move move there by Cowden. And you know he is hungry for a win. He is back down to third, so he's still pretty good at points. All that is missing is a victory. Closing in on the 10 car. Noodles so far, he's had a pretty good season. No wins yet. He's 12th in the points. So not bad. But of course, he's looking for that win as well. Tim Randolph looking for win number 3. Expand his points lead even more. It's going to be hard to chase down this 99 car. He's been great all season long. Of course, anything can still happen. Here's Dylan Newhaven in the 38th. What a season he had. Upside down 3 times this season. And there's no stone in the 44. We've got a battle for the race lead. Here comes a 10 on the inside. He won't lead this lap. Cowden, he wants to make it 3 wide. He thinks better of it. And now the 10 car has the lead. And they've got a first lead change of the race. Well, not official until he leads a lap. But back here, Noah Stone. He's back in the 10th. He's up 6 spots right now. 22, Johnny Cox, another Toyota driver, in 6th place. No top 5 for this 22 as the caution comes out. Alright. Yellow is out, the 10 car is the leader. We'll take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. The 29 car, Colin Cropley. As we know, he's in the 2nd in the points. Just hooks the back end of Riley Sampson, but collects Alan Green, Stephen Oakes, and himself. All of them hard under the wall. Almost tags the 1 car. As you can see, the smoke is spewing out. He'll park that behind the wall. And here comes Chris Sang. Does not collide with anybody, thankfully. Let's look at the onboard of the 29 car. Yeah, he gets close to the 19, but he doesn't back out. Just hooks him. But that cost him because he ends up spinning out instead, and he goes into the inside wall. Not what the 29 car needs. He was already having a poor run in 28th, and now he's out. Yeah, he can't afford to make these mistakes. I know he's got to be aggressive and work his way up to the front. But it's still pretty early in the race, and Alan Green, yeah, he gets caught up and he gets hit twice, hit the wall twice. Just gets door slammed by the 25 car. And one more time on board with the 25 car, Stephen Oakes. Now that's a driver who's had a rough season. Still sitting last in the point standings with only 1 top 10 to his name. Yeah, he just gets swept in. Nowhere to go. But Alan Green acts as a cushion, so he avoided a huge hit. Still involving another crash. This 25 team, they can't catch a break. Second caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, lights are out. We're getting ready to go green. As you can see, the 99 of Tim Randolph had a piston problem, and he's out of this race. He'll finish 30th, as well as a 66 of Patrick Calvis. He has a fuel injection issue, so he is also out of the race. So 3 drivers total with mechanical failures. Well, I guess lucky for Cropley, he will not finish that far behind the 99, so he won't lose that many points. But Cowden, he's up to 2nd in points, or 2nd in the race. He's 190 points back, so more than a race behind. But if he can get a good finish, maybe even a win, he's definitely going to cut that lead. We're getting ready to go green to 25 inside, 1 lap down. I don't think he's going to be fast here. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 26 coming down pit road. I don't know what's going on with it, but we can take a quick look. And it's the brakes. Stone in the 44, looking for 3rd. Yeah, this 44 team probably has surprised a lot. I think someone scraped the wall there, but are we still green? I think we are. No, not anymore. I can hear tires squealing. They're wrecking. 55's in it. Another crash for this team. Alright, take it back to the line. Be the 10 car again. And coming to the stripe. Noodles will lead again. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. And Kyle Savanis in the 55. They were doing well at the early part of the season. Got caught up in a few wrecks, but weren't doing too bad. It looks like there's two separate incidents. So the 55 gets into the 5, then back across into the 11 and the 19 up in the air. So 2 incidents on the front straightaway. And man, this 55, I don't know what's going on, but they have just been involved in so many wrecks. And let's take a look at this. Looks like, yeah, I saw the 25. There's a 41. He's up in smoke after getting a lap back. Got in the back of Toby Miller. But this might take Stephen Oakes out, so. He goes on the bottom. Sam Oskin in the 12. Around the outside. Yeah, that's the worst place to catch. You know, you close in on the lap car so quickly. They don't really realize. Then they slide up. They start wrecking. There's Bouchard. He gets turned off the nose of Josh King. Patrick News involved. At 20 goes for a spin. Miller's on the wall. Minor damages or no damages at all. Yep. So it wasn't a lap car. Well, it was. And in another incident. One more time on board with the 55. Yeah, this 55 team has dropped all the way to 24th in points. And no, he will drop even more. Gets into the 11, up in the air with the 19 car, Riley Sampson. Big damage to the 19. He is done for the day. As well as a 41. Yeah, just back across, trying to save it. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. All right, 3rd caution of the day. Another wreck on the front straightaway. We'll take you back to the restart. All right, lights are out. Getting ready to go green. So Stephen Oakes still gets a lap back. So 26 to 15, 1 lap down. Now we got 2 cars on the inside. 10 car out in front. 48, then the 44, the 22, and the 38. Top 5. Yeah, Noah Stone in the 44. He has 6 top 10s to his name, but he has no top 5 finishes. Their average finish is a 16.27. So not too bad. Running in 3rd. He might be carrying MWR right now. Bouchard still running in the top 10 of the points. Does have that win. Kyle Zavanis, who is out and has been dropping like a rock. But this 44 team, whatever they did to it, they're doing it right. Alright, here we go. Pace car's off. And here we go. Green flag is out. Back underway. Hope David Davidson's brakes are good now. And still should be keeping up with the leaders. And pretty much box the leaders up top. Let's lap back the old-fashioned way. If he can get a quick yellow. Here comes a 48. He's going to take full advantage to the inside. And to the lead. Here comes Noah Stone as well. Oh, the 22 sideways. As Green almost turns him around. And we got ourselves a new leader. 48 to the front. Dips down low, but Davidson's going to cover. Here comes the 44. Looking down low. Johnny Cox in the 22 in 3rd. Bermuda's on the inside, side by side. 48's still going to lead this lap. No trouble, there they go. And they're wrecking. Alright, here's it back to the line. Going 3 wide over here. Into the wall, Tony Green, Colin Jones, into the guardrail. Can he hang on to it? Yes. And coming to the line. 48 Calvin will take the caution flag. And we'll take a look at the replay. So 3 wide back here in the mid-pack-ish area. So it looks like they made it. Coming off turn 4, but then the 5, it looks like he got into Bouchard a bit. And then gets pushed into the 20, into the 36. And it wasn't, no, it just got into the wall, a little bit more contact. Oh, couldn't hang on to that. Adding more damage, but it was a pretty small wreck. Not involving a lot. Not many big hits. On board the 00 here. It's right in the bottom. 20 into the 36. Just gets into the wall ever so slightly. Tries to squeeze back up high. Yep, and he keeps on going. Then the 4-pole Samson. Couldn't quite avoid it, but got some front end damage. Good damage. Alright, so that was that. But then we saw another one. They were 3 wide. Drifting up top. You know it's going to be bad. Tony Green and Ibrahimon. Or more like just screen into the wall. Bounces off of it. Colin Jones. And he slams the inside guardrail. But it keeps on rolling. Just sliding that thing. Hung on to it. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, getting ready to go green. 26 cars left. No lap cars on the inside this time. Garen Calvin in the 48 is our race leader. Today be the day who finally wins the race. These cars off. Here we go. Green flag. Back underway. And a nice jump for the 48. Gets away from the 22. Battle for third. It's a car on the inside. He'll take that spot away. There's a Penske car with 12 and 2. They're 5th and 6th. Now this 12 team, they have 4 top 5s and 4 top 10s, but they're not doing too well points wise. Whoa, up the track. 10 car very aggressive there. That allowed Noah Stone to sneak underneath. Here's the 12 car. And they have gotten the top 5 finishes. They've been very inconsistent. Running good today. 38 and 2. Yeah, all these guys need some good finishes here. Behind them in the 38 and 34th in the point standings. The 2 car Ryan Soderholm, 30th. And we got Tony Green, who isn't doing that bad. Number 15, Mitchell Hodak. He's 21st. 17 car. The 20th. On the inside on Tony Green. Very clear. More contact. Very good on the wall. Back across. And oh, back across again. And this is going to be a pile up. More cars involved into the wall. Well, I guess not today. Calvin will race it back to the line. Everyone else will not. Got to the line before the caution came out. And there it is. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Well, it was an aggressive move on the bottom. Try to slide up in front of Noah Stone. A little bit of contact right there. And then another push. Both cars drift up the track. And then doors the 38 into the wall. Into the 17. Back across. Rear-ended by Bouchard. And there's the 07 as well. There's a 36 wrecking again. Toby Miller is wrecking. Nikolai's in it as well. 9 of Eric Monaco. Yeah, big hit for the 12 and the 00 again with front end damage. It was going to be a good day, it looks like. Guess not. Yeah, it was a power drive on the bottom. We're trying to. Slides up into the 44. There's the first hit, but they couldn't get apart. There's a second one, or not really, well, not really a second hit. They just couldn't get off of each other. 22 car had some damage as well, but he keeps it straight. But the rest all started wrecking. Here's a 38. It looks like today won't be the day. Get his first top 5 finish or even a win. Doing so well. I don't think he's gonna retire from the race. Didn't pick up that much damage, but that spin really destroyed his position. One more time on board. Bouchard on the 00. Runs into the back of someone again, just like at Michigan. Right into the 12 car. May or may not be out. We'll see. But a 12 car Voskin is definitely going to be out of this race. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, come to the green. So, that wreck took out 3 drivers. 23 drivers left. Here we go. This goes off. Here we go for a restart. Once again, green flag. Back underway. 36 very, very slow on this restart here. Did not come down pit road. Gonna jam everybody up. Oh, Lambo, I think they're okay. Here comes the 10. Oh, he's into the 22. Sideways a little bit. And they saved it. 15, no, back there almost got taken out. Tony Green with the hood act, now 4th and 5th. Noah Stone, the 44. Bit of damage to both sides on the front, but he's hanging strong. There's a 16 car on the low side. Callum has a half a second lead. He probably prays that there's no more cautions and just ride it out for the rest of the way. For almost 10 laps to go here. Johnny Cox in the 22 could pull off an upset. So far he's running his best race. Goes in the gap. So who's more hungry? Nope, David Davidson's coming down pit road again. And it's a fuel leak. 20% it looks like. Again with the 26 car. McGaw's lap back. Looks like he's going to work his way up to the front again. Or try to. And now the fuel system. And that's 2 Roush cars with issues. Got back there, scraped the wall. No one was beside him. He's alright. Oh yeah, Eric Bonico, he's 4th with the points and he's running in 8th. This could be a good point station for the time being. Here comes the 22 car, Johnny Cox. He's got more to lose, I say the 48 does, but you know he wants that win. Johnny Cox, he's going to go for it. He's deep in the points with no top 5s. He's going for the win. There he goes, to the inside. Still race clean, but if he has to, he'll race very aggressively. If he can. Opens up the door on the bottom. He's going to run off the top side. Both guys for a win. Does not matter where they are in the points. They want that W. Alright, 10 laps to go here. 10 laps to go. Battle for 3rd. Looks like the 16. He is looking to take 3rd place away, and he does. '22 way up top. Can he get it? 48 on the bottom. He's really up high. Alright, he avoids the wall at least. But looks like he tried to use a top lane. Didn't quite work. It looks like it was gonna though. It was a good try. It was a good try. The others are like over 2 seconds behind, so it's going to be down to these two unless we get another caution. Which is, say, 50-50 chance that we'll get a yellow, another one. Up to 22 once again. Great corner through 3 and 4. He's right on his back bumper once more. That's side by side. The others are going to catch up. Even it's 2 seconds back. Make contact. Trying to find a way through. Yeah, might just put the bumper to it, maybe. He's so close, but he's not going to pull out to make a pass yet. Still there, basically bump drafting him. Peeks to the inside. Yeah, he's letting him know he's there. Might wait till the last lap if they can hang on. Zooey? No. Don't think there's going to be any slow cars in the way. 48 pulls out a little bit, but oh, he swings up high. Here comes the 22. He's got the inside. And they're neck and neck. Side by side into turn 1. Who's going to get the lead here? They keep it clean. 3.5 seconds back. I don't think they're going to catch you if they stay neck and neck for the rest of the way. Only got a few laps left. Johnny Cox has the lead. Calvin, can he get a run off the top side? Not quite, but they're still side by side. 3 laps to go. Still not clear. Calvin doing everything he can. Now the picture is clear. He slides up in front. It'll be another second place finish for the 48. Well, he can't have another one. He has to win his first race, but so does Johnny Cox. But who wants it more? Oh, caution! Caution, this race isn't over. It's going to be a green-white checkered finish. Uh-oh. Not over. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. Nathan Norman in the 8 car. He was running in 12th. It looks like dove it in there too deep. Almost cleared the 4. That happens a lot here in New Hampshire. That's how a lot of the wrecks start, and oh, the 11 and 20 get caught up in heavy damage to those two. Wow, an unexpected yellow with 3 laps to go. This changes everything. Right on board here with the 20 and the 11. Duke Gibbs' car ended up getting caught up in it. Might take him out of the race, but we'll see. No one else involved. It looks like. Yep. All right. Late race yellow, green white checkered finish once again. We'll take you back to the restart. All right, here we go. So, 3 drivers out. The 8, 4, and the 11. And I guess David Davison is now 1 lap down now. I guess that doesn't really matter. Or it could if someone else wrecks out. Alright, remember, there's only 1 attempt at this green white checkered finish. If caution comes out, then the race will end under yellow. So now the 10, the 16, and the 2, and possibly even more, now have a shot to win this race. Let's see how they do on this restart. flag is out. Back on their way to 10. Quickly pulls to the inside. A 48. Really bad restart. 10's going to be side by side. Perfect for Johnny Cox. That's going to hold him back. 48 with the power drive off top. He clears the 10. No mistakes here. Coming to the white flag. One more lap to go. Doing everything he can here. Back on the line. I think he got a better drive off turn 2. He's really got to send it in there into turn 3. Here he comes. He's closing the gap. He tries a slightly higher line. But he's not going to be there. Checkered flag is out. Johnny Cox will take it here at New Hampshire. Oh, Chris Segman gets turned by 25 at the line. Johnny Cox, his first win of the season, a big win for the 22. And Jaron Calvin will again have to settle for second. Noodles third, fourth is Ryan Sonderholm, fifth is Mitchell Hodak. Alright, let's take a look at the full race results. Alright, so there you have it. Johnny Cox, the winner today. A massive win for this 22 team. And Jaron Calvin, again, second. I think this is his third or fourth time. The other time he finished third. So, yeah, top 3 finish, but it's not first. And yeah, we already reviewed Tim Noodles, Soderholm, Hodak. And then for the rest of the top 10, Tony Green, Noah Stone, Nikolai Liwa, Toby Miller, and Alexander Rowe. The rest of the top 10. 20 cars finished the race, and 18 finished on the lead lap. Here's the rest of the race results. Only the 18 car did not start the race. She'll finish 36. But, wow, it was a great battle. 22 and 48. But, man, they did need that caution. A poor restart by the 48 car of Calvin. But, closed in, had a 10 car jumped on the inside, closed the gap a little bit, but yeah, even though the top 2 remained the same, something like that, a green white checkered restart, a poor restart there, could be costly, and having the rest of the field catch up, yeah, they end up getting in the way of those two, but still a great battle between those two. Yeah, still kind of hoping they would keep it green, but I had one more wreck late in the race. But overall, yeah, that was good. That was a good one. That was a good battle. That was some good racing. They kept it clean. They never touched each other. Didn't try to wreck each other at all. They could have. They could have. But they didn't. So, yep. That is it here today at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Johnny Cox, the winner today, will now take you to victory lane.